All right, good morning, cyber traders. Welcome back on this lovely Wednesday. What's today's date? Today's the 22nd. How's everybody doing this morning? Good to see you all. Welcome back. Good to see you, Deb. Good to see Bonnie, Jose, everyone. Chuck, Patrick, everybody on YouTube Live and Facebook Live. Thanks for vlogging in. Hopefully everybody is excited in this crazy world we're living in right now. I'll tell you, I mean, the news is not stopping. A couple of things I do want to address regarding about you are in probably the best business that I know in the industry, being in the trading business, because everyone that I'm talking to, they're making a killing or they're literally in major problems, which is very, very depressing. I don't know if you guys watch the news or read about it or whatever it is, but everything that we do, okay, is being affected, is going in the stock market, and there's opportunities everywhere. You know, I hate to say this, but unfortunately, catastrophes do make some of the greatest and best opportunities as being a trader. And more people are now starting to get into trading. Listen, we've been extremely overwhelmed here at Cyber Trading University. We've been very fortunate. People are starting to realize, you know what? I want to get into the trading business because, you know what? I don't know when I'm going back to work. You know, my whatever it is, my unemployment check is going to run out by the end of the month. You know, the government's borrowing money. You know, it's a crazy time right now. And, you know, I don't know. Did everybody hear what happened last night regarding about what happened in Houston at the Chinese consulate? Did everybody hear about that? What happened? You guys didn't hear? Regardless that the United States wants to close, do you know why they told them to close? Okay, I mean, there's an article right here, and this is leading to stocks that we're trading. So anyway, here is on the Washington Post. That was actually in the front page of MSN.com right here. You could see it. But U.S. didn't order them to close. You see there's a fire truck there? There was a fire at the consulate. They were burning documents. Okay, they ordered them to close, and then they burning documents. Why would you burn documents? Okay, so it's crazy, like what's going on with the tensions, because now, and not only that, but now you're hearing that the Chinese are also trying to steal and trying to be the savior, be the Robin Hood coming in regarding about what happened with they're stealing the breaking into our bio companies and trying to steal all that technology they did for the coronavirus. So I'm telling you, and there's some stocks that are reacting very, very strongly again towards it. So this is not a political thing, guys. Listen, I've been through 9/11. Okay, I've been through the internet bubble. I've been through the financial crisis. I've been when Obama got elected. I was involved when Trump got elected. Everything affects certain things in certain types of markets. And you as a trader have to know how to look towards those industries. We saw, and listen, a lot of you are new here to Cyber Trading University, and you saw what happened. This is probably your first biggest, move since the financial crisis. Now you have a pandemic. So there's a lot of crazy things. Yeah, like look at Zoom, for example, right? Is it, I mean, some people thriving on what's happening. Amazon thriving on that people are staying home, okay? The rest, listen, here in New York, where I live, my nephew just sent me a picture. Real estate has exploded. Houses are going over 10, 20%. They just sold a house in front of me for 30% more. I don't know. They wanted like 2.8 million. They got 3.5 million for the house. People are leaving Manhattan. My nephew was there yesterday. He says he was afraid to walk in the street and get beat up. And he left Penn Station. His office was only like 2 blocks away. Everybody wants out of Manhattan. The real estate market's going to get crushed there. But the real estate in the suburbs, people says, you know what? Everything's closed. Everything's closing. So they're all going. So there are industries here that are in the stock market that are exploding due to it. So crazy in Connecticut too, George. Yeah, listen, Connecticut. I heard the Connecticut market also in real estate is taking off because, like I said, New York was, it's not as safe as it used to be. It's not. I mean, they just cut it by $1 billion. the police force, the crime unit, they just canceled. And and people are starting, the theaters are closed. All restaurants are closed. What are you doing there? You're not doing anything. Okay. And it's all the clubs are closed. All the nightclubs, that nightlife is completely shut down. So people are like, what am I gonna do? Stay in my $1 million, $2 million, $7,000 apartment? I'd rather pay a mortgage. So that market has taken off. But the thing that I want to point out is because what happened with China, because it's funny, because yesterday I was talking a lot about the metal stocks, right? Remember I was talking about metal stocks? I was like, listen, metal stock, and the metal stocks have a lot to do what's happening overseas. So anyway, regardless about one stock, this the SNDE, I want to point out, was a great mover. And we're going to get back to this one too, because this one is doing just phenomenal. But the metal stocks, I want to point out, the metal stocks have taken off. And I think that between metal and energy, I think has a lot to do of the next wave of the coronavirus. Okay, first we all know it was at the airlines, right? By the way, somebody was asking me just the other in the trading room, in the private chat, what do you think about airlines? Airlines? Are you airlines? Did you see the tweet that President Trump put out about him wearing a mask? Remember we traded APT? It took off. Okay, remember APT a couple of days ago? I mean, he wore the mask and the stock just literally popped like $2. And now, I don't know if you guys heard the press briefing from President Trump yesterday, but he said, you know what? Everybody should be wearing masks now. Listen, it looks like this ain't going anywhere for a long time. Okay, Congress agrees with it. The president's starting to agree with it. And you're seeing people trying to steal our intellectual property, trying to do with it. So I was a skeptic a little bit longer, but now I'm starting to see, now everybody's starting to like, listen, this looks like it's going to get worse than get better. There's going to be some opportunities where companies are going to thrive on it. Once again, look what happened with Amazon. I mean, not that we're going to trade Amazon, but seriously, I mean, the stock just 2 years ago was at what, 800? It's at 3,000, So I don't think anybody here is going to be flying anytime soon. Okay. I don't think anybody's going on a cruise anytime soon. All right. But there are things that are going to be thriving due to it. All right. Now, when we get through it, yes. But, as of right now, there's no safer place than being in a cyber group room. Okay. There's no better place or better business to be in than the trading business. So you got to learn before you can earn. So anyway, we're getting back to the metal stocks. And it was weird. I was saying this yesterday in my trading room. I'm like, why are all these metal stocks moving? I mean, it made no sense. I'm looking at all of them. I mean, I'll bring this up. Look at SLV. Yesterday, we saw a pop up. It went from 19 to 1950, and then it had this crazy pop after hours. Look, it went from and I guess this is when the fire took place. I'm just, this is just speculation, by the way. And then look at it. Thing ran to 21. Posh. Another one. Look at the long-term chart on these stocks. $12 up to 35. This stock Posh is coming up to going back to 2007 to 2011 all-time highs on this stock. I mean, look, it was a $12 stock. It's already at 35. And you can look at gold is at what? Gold's at almost 1900 now? I don't know, guys. What do you remember? What do we got here? We had gold at 19. Silver's almost at $20, So all those stocks are doing good. Now, the next stock that I want to look at is the energy stocks. The energy stocks is another thing that's been taking off. Guys, look what's going on with SNDE. This is a stock that we found this morning. You guys are killing it right now on this stock. This is a stock that we traded, and it made a pop at exactly 8:30. Now, I want to bring up my level, my book viewer. Where'd she go? Here she is. So anyway, if you look right here, which is our little telltale window, look at all these orders, 7,000, 3,000. Stock just literally made these big support levels. If I go hop on over my level 4 over here, I mean, look at these sellers were getting taken out. They were getting hit every single price. Boom, 50,000, 30,000. The guys were getting hit. Stock still looks really strong. I know some of you guys are still holding it right now, so we're doing pretty well. So anyway, you want to be a good trader, you got to know how to play the game. Okay. If you love China, you hate China, you love the president, you hate the president, you love Congress, you hate Congress, you love the coronavirus, you hate the coronavirus, whatever it is, at the end of the day, this is your job. Your job is to not get personal. I'm going to give you one little tip. I'm going to go through the watch list that my mentor always taught me a very valuable lesson. And I think everybody here better take this with a grain of salt. Okay. Once you think you know something, you're going to lose. I'm like, what the hell is that supposed to mean? He's like, well, if you fall in love with a company, you're going to blow up your account. If you, just because you're totally against something, and you want to say, I'm going to short this stock because I hate this company, what they stand for, you're going to blow up your account. It's not what you think. Okay. You're here to make a very successful career in one of the most, in my opinion, the most prestigious job in the industry, and that pays the most amount of money. So you got to know how to play the game. But anyway, look how gorgeous this SND is doing. I know some of you guys are killing it right now. James said he already made 40 cents on it. You know what? I'll give you a round of applause for that one in the Cyber Group room. If I could find it. There we go. Congratulations. All right, so let's go through some of the watch lists. Sorry for going on a little bit of a tear, everybody here, but sometimes I like to give you, I'm not here to give you the news. I'm here to teach you how to trade. And, and you being here, that we have a lot of new people that are watching us on YouTube and Facebook. They just don't get it because they're confused. They're like, well, I don't understand. Why are you looking at this? And someone, and then a lot of you here are in cyber trading, in our trading room, and starting to realize, like, holy crap, I could have just bought 1,000 shares at 280 and sold it at 4, whatever, at 3 and 4, make $1,000. I only risked $3,000 to do that. I'm done for the day. Congratulations. I'm going to go enjoy it. What does it do? I don't even know. I don't care. It's a company from Australia. What does it really matter? So anyway, let's talk about yesterday, because there were a couple of good stocks that did move pretty well. And then we're going to go through the watch list again. So OPK was obviously a phenomenal mover yesterday too. This stock was moving from Monday to Tuesday. It's dead today, but you could see how that stock literally went from about $4 all the way to a high of about $6. Not a huge winner, but she was a pretty good mover, and we did pretty well. TNXP. All right, so that one, was a big winner. On Monday, this is a stock that I told you that I got my cousin called me up, and thank God I got her out of it, because she'd be crushed right now. She actually owned it all the way since March when they had that big pop right there. So she's like, she didn't get crushed. She just wouldn't have made as much money as she would have. And, sure enough, you could see how that stock backed off, but it was a really nice move the last 2 days. And, and I always tell you guys, you're always going to come back and trade these stocks again. CODX did phenomenal yesterday, 19 to 22, another big winner. And then the INO also had a pretty good move. All right, so listen, I would be very careful with these Chinese stocks, okay? Because like I said, what's happening with this whole thing with closing the consulate, now they're threatening us to close our consulate, U.S. consulate in Beijing. I think this tension is going to get really, really ugly soon. So be careful on one of these stocks right here. I know they keep kicking around that they're going to put regulations on these Chinese companies here in the U.S. that trade publicly here, because they don't allow them to report. Out of all companies, makes actually no sense why they have a different standard than all us companies. But I can see something really testing some really some big things. I'll be careful with these Chinese stocks for some of you that are out there. And remember, it all started with LK. Remember LK? Look, it doesn't even come up anymore. It got delisted. Okay, so just be very careful of those stocks. All right, so what we got going on? Everybody ready for this morning's watch list? All right, so let's go through the morning watch list and see what's going on. So we got the SNDE. That one, we're doing great on that one. I think a lot of you guys probably already made your money on it, so you should take the money and run. Remember, great traders never buy at the bottom and sell up top. We always buy in between. Just make your day's pay, and that's it. Remember, every day's a new day. There's always new lists that come that move up. BNGO, I know we found that early this morning. Remember, she's a penny stock. You got some big orders. We got 80,000 share seller at $1. Okay, that's a lot of shares. That's about $80,000. You can see it's got big resistance levels there, but she's slow. She's a good beginner. She's fun. Here's one stock you guys pointed out earlier. So I forgot who brought up this one, but the BLNK, you're doing great on that one. Beautiful stock, great trend. You know, it's got a couple little shakes right here, but this stock, you guys called this up earlier in the Cyber Group room. I forgot who mentioned it, but congratulations. I know you guys doing really well on that one. Stock, I mean, had some support levels right around here, 7. It's already at 760. And guess what? It's building a Fausto flag right there, you know? You see that little Fausto flag right there? Gorgeous Fausto flag. All right. Wistia. All right. So Wistia is another one that is doing okay. It had a nice little pop, but then she kind of flattened out right now. So she's got some big support levels right here. She's a really nice level, probably 2 right now. She could be a category 1, you know, if I get the spreads a little bit tighter. But this one is good for a beginner trader. Next one, Bntx. Only issue with this one, expensive. But this stock has obviously been doing great. It was one of the Corona stocks that went from 30 to 100 and came right back down to 40, but she's going right back to where she started. Just be careful of that major resistance level. That's why she really backed off right there earlier. It's expensive. You know that's not our forte, but we do have some category level 5 traders in here. That might be up your alley. MXC, another one that came up 170%. Yeah, that's correct. 170%. But what is it doing right now? It's backing off. Okay. Had that big pop right just recently, you know, right around 950. It ran from 9 to 1150, which come back down. Very, very volatile stock. Just be very careful. I probably won't look at this until I see what's going on. Once again, what is the name of the company? What is that name? Okay. What is that name? Look at the last word. Energy. Energy. Okay. Another energy stock. So if you have a list of energy stocks, put them on your watch list. All right. Because not only have been great day trades, they're starting to be very good swing trades. OBLC. Oh, wrong one. OGEN. That's the one right there. So OGEN, we've traded the stock several times. Stock's got a really nice move. It is a bulletin board stock. Once again, you know, I'm not a fan of that because I can't really follow who the dominated market makers are, but she's up by 13 million shares, 34%. Another nice little mover. Bonnie said the LK had changed symbols. LKNYC. It's not coming up. It's not coming up on my watch list because my stock, I'm only I can't see over the counter. I don't trade those stocks. Okay. So anything else I'm missing that I did not call up? Energy is up 4.67% movements in the last 5 days, Jerry is saying. Like I told you, you know what's so funny? You guys remember when President Obama was, you know, was around and talking a little bit about the, you know, about, I mean, obviously, you know, the Democrat Party is big on green energy. So I remember he was kicking around about, you know, about energy stocks and stuff like that. And not the energy stocks, more of like the wind and air and solar. And I'll never forget, I'm looking at my watch list and I'm like, what the hell is this company doing? Canadian Solar. There was a couple of other ones. I can't remember the symbols, but all of a sudden they started popping up on my radar and they were up about 5%. And there was a group of them, right? Because there was, you know, there was this money that was going towards them. And all of a sudden, and then you started hearing it 2-3 days later. It's on CNBC, it's on Kramer, talking about all these, everybody, anything that had to do with anything about, you know, solar, its stocks took off. So I'm feeling the same thing that's happening right now with a lot of these stocks. Not because I'm an analyst or anything. It's just that because as a trader, you follow where the money goes. And when you start seeing stocks in that same industry, they all move. So once again, I would keep a very close eye on these specific things because if they start advertising and start talking about on TV and stuff like that, you can see these things explode. All right. The government is just pulling out $10 billion on EV. SPI is moving too. Oops, typed in the wrong window. Yeah, that was a quick little pop right there. Nice little call. Some news probably came out. Oh, what do you know? Another energy stock. What do you know? Somebody must be listening to us. It could be the Russians or the Chinese. All right, guys. Listen, good luck today. Be happy. We will be back. And we'll be back at, remember, we got a couple of big events that are going on right now. Let me just share with everybody here. Only for me. Here we go. Okay. So don't forget, tomorrow, if you have not registered yet, I will be doing 2 events. I'm going to be on the Investor Expo, and we're going to be having our own trading session live with me, one at 11, one at 12. You can register on our homepage on our website at the 12 o'clock one. This is a great opportunity for some of you that are on YouTube and Facebook Live that want to know about day trading and how it works, and should you get into it or not. Take that opportunity to jump in and register now. Or if you feel like coming and joining the room right now, you're more than happy to do a $9 trial. You got nothing to lose. If you're not happy after 7 days, I'll give you some $9 back. Okay. But there's no better place and no better business to be in than the trading business as of right now. Good luck, everyone. Happy trading. And we'll see you back here at 2:30 for the afternoon meeting. But just let's wait till it opens, see the market opens. So be very safe. All right, guys. Market's down about 80 points. Nothing major. But let's see what happens with some of these stocks. All right. And if we see something, we'll say something. Happy trading. Be safe, everybody.